This is Damon Stephen. The Federal Builder. Today is Monday, July 25th, 2022, and the stock market update for our trades of the day. Great market today, so hopefully you were able to take advantage of the movement in the market and you were made some money. Let's get into it, take a look at what's going on as we planned, because this is a big week for earnings. In fact, the next 3 days are going to be huge. We have large companies, tech companies reporting their earnings, which definitely could swing the market one way or the other, depending on how well they report. Also, we have Fed's fund rate on Wednesday, which again can impact the way the market moves. So this is a big week to set the tone for possibly the next few weeks. So let's get right into it. Take a look what's going on. So we're all ready to go. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe to our channel at FinWealth Live. Also, if you go to finwealthlive.com, you can join our free Discord where we post our stocks that we're trading before the market opens. We show entries and exits, so it makes it very easy and handy for us when we're trading. So definitely come join us there. We also have some free training out there as well, and also a community. So love to have you join us and to figure out how we can make some money together. Looking at the market here, you can see Dow Jones closed up 0.28%, NASDAQ down 0.43%, and S&P 500 up 0.13%. Really, you're probably seeing that just because earnings, the big earnings are coming out here soon. Market didn't want to make a lot of movements before those earnings came out. And you see here on the heat map, tech stocks kind of sold out a little of their earnings, a little bit of their money ahead of the earnings, which is interesting because either that's they're showing that there's going to be earnings possibly a little bit lower than expected, or is that because they're pulling down to pump it back up? We'll see soon enough. But energy was very strong, working its way towards highs again. We talked about this in our prior videos. Energy would probably make a run for the top again, and it looks like it started doing that. We got our scanner GovX, already red box, also kind of came back to life after pulling back here, from about $18. It looks like it ran up again today. I didn't get a trade on these. GovX is the other one I did not trade on, but definitely some opportunities there. Definitely going to be watching the scanners closer here. I've just been focusing mostly on the earnings companies, but definitely keep that scanner in mind, especially if you're during the day and you're not sure what where a possible trade might be. The scanner is a great place for that. Looking at the S&P 500, this is live. This is the future. So this is after hours. The market continues to run. You see here we're just consolidating here at the top. Now we're down here, just right here below the 20-day moving average, which is why I kind of had some caution on my intro slide. So we need to make sure we hold that up. So we'll see if we keep that above there. This really should be a bull flag, and we should be really breaking up towards these upper deviation bands. But we'll see. We got some work to do, and we got to break above 400, and then the next pivot would be 407, and then above that you'd be 412. So can we get that direction? We'll see. But right now we are consolidating right here, as you can see. So something to keep an eye on, especially prior to the market opening up, to see kind of where momentum is going. As far as today, so nothing that really affected the market. I think today, Tuesday. Actually, you know what? We are on the wrong week. Sorry about that. So Monday. So yeah. So Fed's nothing today. Nothing tomorrow. Wednesday is where what I was talking about as far as the Fed fund rate is coming out. And then we also have jobless claims on Thursday and PCE price index on Friday. So, really going to be an interesting week this week. Looking at SPY, this is our calls and puts. So everything in red is puts, where people are buying contracts to short the market. Calls are where people are buying contracts to go up in the market. So you see 400 is kind of where the first big grouping is of contracts. So everybody's expecting 400 or greater to cash on that one, or 388 or lower. And you see there's a lot more puts than there's calls. Almost the ratio is almost like 1.75. It's funny, last week this was like almost 3 to the short side. So again, we're early in the week. This will continue to fluctuate day to day. Right now, stock price 395. Max pain is at 390. So, the market, if it wants to make it painful for everybody by the end of the week to claim on those contracts rather than paying them out, 390 is kind of the goal for the market. Doesn't mean it's going to get there. It doesn't mean that's the target. It is a target for a market. Doesn't mean the market gets there though. So just be aware of that. Look at the earnings. So this is where we get busy. So before the open tomorrow, UPS, Coca-Cola, General Motors, McDonald's, Raytheon. Those are the ones I'm going to be watching. Then at the close tomorrow, we have Alphabet, Microsoft, Visa, Chipotle. Those are the main ones. So Tuesday's going to be a busy day, pre-market and aftermarket, as well as Wednesday. So definitely watch these names. If you have pullbacks or huge elevations, a lot of times there's good scalping opportunities here. That's what I look for earnings for that. And the same on the close and the open for the next day. So the rest of this week's going to be pretty busy for pre-market and aftermarket for me. Looking at Netflix here, you can see it just kind of pulled back here, kind of in this upward sloping channel now. Broke above this neckline. This looks like it could have been a double bottom here, possibly triple bottom here as it kind of moved up. So we'll see if this can hold and continue to move higher, or if it rejects, it could pull back here, back towards support. If so, then this is just a continuation channel that we're in. So looking for Netflix to see if it can break back out. If not, look for this to curl back down. Google, again, it's been in this channel, and we were below that 20-day, and so we kind of pulled back here. So we'll see what earnings does, but we're back almost down. We kind of tagged it down here, down to these lows again. So as long as we hold above 105, we have a chance of staying in this this channel here. We really need to get above 120 to kind of break out. Tesla kind of pulled back after hitting those highs. Again, it's above the 100 still. So we'll see if we can hold it. But right now it's sandwiched between the 200 and the 100 moving average. Amazon flat for the day as well. We're sandwiched between the 100 and the 50. Apple sandwiched between the 100. And actually it's right over the 200 now. So that's good. So Apple's looking really good. It's actually above everything. But it's flat. Might be, might consolidate here for a little bit because it is at the top of our deviation band. See where it kind of comes right here. This is the top. So this also could be a possible rejection to come back down if this is going to go back into a range. So just make sure it doesn't break 151.74. If it does, then I'm looking for a short. Nvidia, pull back here to support. As long as it doesn't break down below that 20. If it does, 164, be shorting it here. Otherwise, looking for a breakout above 169, 170. Meta pull back here. It's kind of in this upward sloping channel, but did break down here today. Found support on a support line. So as long as if it breaks 164, probably go short on it. If it gets above and holds above 170, looking for a long on this Meta. But just be careful, earnings are coming in. So be careful if you're trading it before the earnings come out. Arcade came back down onto our trend line, just continues to find support there. Hopefully, as long as it doesn't break below that trend line, 44.83. If it does, it'll be a good shorting opportunity. But otherwise, if it holds here, we'll just continue to let this just kind of grind higher. Gold, kind of popping back up here. See here, it's at this resistance level at 732. We talked about this many times. This has been here for a long time. So we're right there, second day. So it's really trying to break out. So we'll see if we can do that. US oil kind of flat in this little channel here below the 20-day moving average. We got to break out above. The VIX kind of spiked up. It came back down. Really watching this one carefully. So it closed at the top of the prior candle, which was the low. So if we break up above this 23.74, market's going to probably come down. So just be aware of that. That's why I'm kind of a little bit cautious because we did not make a new low. And so unless we come down and make a new low, I'm cautious that we might bounce and start to rally up here, which would bring the market down. On the weekly chart here, you can see second day above the 100 moving average on the weekly chart. So that's acting as support. So we could very easily bounce off that, which would be bring in some red days here. Daily chart, bottom of the candle, right above the 50. So it's positive that's above the 50, bad that's about at the bottom of the candle there. That means we could have a pullback here. SPY 4-hour chart, you can see here again at the bottom, right at that 100-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. Weekly chart, right here flat, and it's right within this candle. So we didn't break close above it. We're kind of like right here, right at it. So we could chase still again this candle up here, but a little concerned that maybe we break down from here. Triple Qs, upward channel, come here resting on the 50. As long as we bounce off the 50 there, we're good. Semiconductors kind of pulling back a little bit here, but sitting on the 50. As long as we hold that 50, look for a rally back up again. IWM, same thing, sitting right on that 50. Looking for a bounce off that 50. We break the 50, it's going to be shorting opportunity. On the financials, right on that 50. So you can see a common theme here. Everything's right at critical resistance right now, or critical support. So we got to get kind of rallying off that 50 and not hover around it too long. Otherwise, we're going to lose our momentum here. On healthcare, kind of, we had this low in here and then kind of bounced up here, and now it's kind of hovering up here. So looking for, continuation on healthcare. So energy sector, so here's your little bounce here, back over the 20. Tag the 100, you got the 50 here as well. We got some work to do, but if we can get above this level here, we should be able to, make a nice run here in the energy sector again. Bitcoin kind of in this upward sloping, wave here, coming down here. If we break, this 22,000, look for a play down here towards 19 again. So we got to really hold that level of support. Ethereum, same thing, come back here almost to a check-in here. So coming back here right on the 50 and the 20, and then you have, so as long as we can provide and bounce support off those, we should be good. But Ethereum, just come back to check in here a little bit, looks like. So again, go to our website, finwealthlive.com. On that page, you'll see this. There's also a little video out here, kind of explains kind of, what our focus is and what we're trying to do with our site. I'm going to go ahead and play that for you. But if you want to listen to it, please do so. I think it'll be helpful for you. And also, we'll be talking tomorrow night, going over our stocks that we traded, what we're looking for the next day. And this is going to be a big week, so definitely stay tuned in here. In the meantime, have a great night, and I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you.
Have you ever felt like the world is passing you by? Do you feel like you never have enough money? Does building wealth seem impossible or overwhelming? Or does building wealth feel like gambling in a casino? Or perhaps you tried to build wealth and failed. If you answered yes to any of these questions, then we have what you need to know. Our team can help develop you into a retail stock and crypto trader, just like many before you. To be successful, it requires learning new skills and exercise to make your skills strong. Success will trade anywhere. But our team will help you become a better person. Your journey starts here.